Car flipping isn't just luck, and I just tried my hand at it again after taking a year off. Didn't do so good this time, but I'm going to tell you guys the exact numbers and what to avoid whenever you take your try at it. I got on Marketplace and I'd been hunting for about 3 weeks and I was hungry. And what I found was a 2000 Miata listed for $4,000 with no rust and 90,000 miles. It appeared good. The car had been sitting. The top had a big hole in it from the glass separating the back window. But I didn't let that deter me because once I looked at the Blue Book value, it seemed like I'd have an easy time selling it between $5,000 and $6,000. Mind you, this is December and I bought the car in October thinking I'd be able to turn it a little faster. Anyway, haggled the guy down to $3,400 on the test drive, spent $80 on the tag and title, got it home to find that it had a pretty significant oil leak from the valve cover gasket. It needed tires. And of course I got online and saw all these people making a huge deal out of putting a top on the Miata. From there, I was able to locate some wheels on Marketplace for $100. My old lady and I went and grabbed them. While I was there, I discovered an NA Miata in the junkyard behind that location that happened to have BC coilovers on it, as well as a strut bar, which I was able to purchase for $465. They were in great shape. I went ahead and threw them on the car, and I found a set of brand new tires in the next town over for $160 mounted. At this point in time, I was kind of debating on keeping it because I really enjoyed it. The valve cover gasket leak, I addressed that pretty quickly, and with that came a misfire. So I replaced the spark plugs and the coil pack. During the time that it had the coil pack error, something in the catalytic converter came loose, so I ended up taking it apart and gutting it with a broomstick. And then I wired in a capacitor and a resistor and an O2 sensor to make a simulator. That way it wouldn't throw a code. I was clear with the new owner that that had happened. I replaced the windshield wipers, shifter had been rebuilt, PCV valve, the air filter, and a couple of little miscellaneous things. That brought my total investment up to $4,651, which was a bit over budget. I did consider keeping it for a brief period. So looking back, I also spent a lot of time working on this thing, unfortunately, and it sat in my garage in the way. And I spent about $40 on insurance for it over that time because I did drive it. I wanted to see if I actually liked it or not. Turns out, not really my thing. Whenever I got the new wheels, I was able to sell the old ones for $150. Before selling those wheels, my margin was $350. After selling those wheels, my margin was right at $500, not counting labor. So that's about a 10% return on a 2-month investment, which I think is pretty good. One of the things you definitely don't think about is the risk you're taking on in doing this. I didn't know much about the car, and it's very unfortunate, but the new owner reached out after he drove it home. He drove it home on the interstate. I've never done that or really had it more than 30 or 40 minutes from the house. And on his drive home, he reported that the front main seal let go. I hate that it happened to him. Whenever they were looking at the vehicle, we discovered a power steering leak. But as far as the condition goes of the vehicle, it was rust-free. It had one dent in the door. The paint was clean. 94,000 miles. Looked like it had been kept in the garage by Mama and Papa.